Okay, that was a little material from the continued CD from 2002. The first thing we seen was the TV advertisement, and then we heard God Bless the USA, and then England's Rose. Now what I want to do for you, I found an article on the internet about this CD, and I'd like to take a couple minutes to share this with you. So, just bear with me as I read the beginning of this article. It is titled, New Elvis Recording Emerges with Songs from the 90s. Okay. In 2002, a new album called Continued was released by an independent label featuring a performer who sounds remarkably like Elvis. The credits on the CD just listed the singer as the voice of Elvis. Many thought this was very strange. In Las Vegas, KLAS, CBS News, Special Investigation Unit performed a computer voice print analysis of the mysterious singer and claimed the voice is an exact match for the one and only Elvis Presley. There was a lot of speculation if the CD could be simply a collection of lost Elvis recordings, never before released. At first, this seemed like a reasonable explanation, except that many of the recordings on the CD were of more recent hits, tunes and lyrics not written until well after Elvis's alleged death in 1977. Alright, so there you have it. A new CD, new music. Another news team did another investigation, and they performed another voice print analysis on this CD, and this time proves that Elvis Presley is alive and that he is recording new music. And here it is. And this time CBS told the world that Elvis Presley is alive and recording this music. But then after this came out, the people that made the CD came back and told us that this was Doug Church on this CD. Now I believe that this is the way the music and all of the material that Elvis has been putting out, how it has been done, and how they have had to do this over all these years. They can put something out and prove to us that yes, it is Elvis. But then they have to come back and discredit it because he has not received this permission that he needs to come right out and tell us that he is alive and tell us what really happened. So, this has been going on for the entire time, 35 years now. I believe it's time that we need to wake up and pay attention to this, and this time take this seriously and not let it go. I have no doubt that Elvis Presley released all this material for us. Not just so we can have new music and rock out and have all this awesome music, but I believe he's done this to show us that he is alive. He wants us to know the truth. And it may be very possible the only way this truth is ever going to be worldwide knowledge is it's going to be up to us. We're going to have to start telling people. We're going to have to tell everybody we can. No matter what they think at first. Of course they're going to think you're crazy if they never heard any of this material. but that's all you gotta do. Play the music for them, and then show them some of the scientific tests. And most people who laughed in the beginning, they will come around and change their mind. Okay, now what I got for you is a video that I started to tell you about in part 2. Now, when I first started making these movies, I thought it'd be very cool to find one of these guys who was still going out and lip syncing to this music and see if I could get them to drop the microphone. You know, I thought that would be awesome, but of course that did not happen. But I did find this video, and I believe it is cooler than actually having one of these guys dropping the mic. Now what you're going to see here is Doug Church in 2008, and he's performing 7 Spanish Angels. Now I believe at the time that this video was made, that Doug Church had already been going out and performing to this music. And I believe that they started this even way back in the beginning of Orion's career to try to get people's attention to the music, to try to show us what was really going on, that yes, Elvis is alive. But I don't believe enough people took this serious enough and did anything about it. So I hope this time around that people will go out and tell everybody we can that, hey, Elvis is alive and check this stuff out. I believe that this may be the way that we get Elvis Presley back in our lives before it's too late. So here it is, 7 Spanish Angels.
Arms around him, whisper God will keep us free. They could hear the riders coming. He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar on the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. Now this is the other guy. She reached down and picked the gun up and laid smoke in his hand. She said, Father, please forgive me. I can't make it without my man. And she knew the gun was empty, and she knew she couldn't win. But her final prayer was answered when the rifle fired again. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stopped and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne. And 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. third guy comes in. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of El Segundo. They are praying for them dummies in the valley of Segundo.
Alright, I don't know about you, but I believe that we all just seen right here in this video Doug Church in his own way screaming out to Elvis fans and to everybody and basically saying, hey, do you get it now? Do you see what's really going on here? I tell you, this is very cool stuff. I gotta say thank you, Doug Church. This is awesome. I believe that this is a very important video. Okay, so let's get back to the music. I've got 3 more songs here from the Continued CD from 2002.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Time can bring you down, time can bend your knee. Time can break your heart, have you begging please, yeah. Beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry know I don't belong here in heaven. Well, the Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. I am following the river down the highway through the cradle of the Civil War. Going back to Graceland, Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. Going back to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims with families, and we are going to Graceland. My traveling companion is 9 years old. He's a child of my last marriage. But I've reason to believe we both will be received down in Graceland. She comes back to tell me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I'd never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead. And she said, losing love is like a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. Going back to Graceland, Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Yeah, poor boys and pilgrims with families, and we are going to Graceland. She comes back to tell me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I'd never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead. And she said, losing love is like a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. Going back to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. Going back to Graceland. Oh, boys and pilgrims and families, and we are going to Graceland. My traveling companions are ghosts and empty sockets, ghosts and empties. But I've reason to believe we will all be received down in Graceland. There's a girl in New York City, and she calls herself the human trampoline. Sometimes when I'm falling, flying, tumbling in turmoil, I say, wow, this is what she really means. She means we're bouncing into Graceland. She's into superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks and candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you a little bit crazy up in New York City in a funky cheap motel. She took my heart, she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill. She never drinks the water, makes you warm and French champagne. But once you had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. She'll make you go insane. Upside, inside out. She living la vida loca. To push and pull you down. She living la vida loca. The lips are never red. The skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out. She living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She living la vida loca. Make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live a crazy life, but she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Well, upside, inside out, she living la vida loca. She push and pull you down. She living la vida loca. Her lips are never red. Her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out. She living la vida loca. Upside, inside out. She living la vida loca. She push and pull you down. She living la vida loca. Her lips are never red. Her skin's a color mocha. She will wear you out. She living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Yeah. Get on, baby.
Okay, that was some music from the continued CD from 2002. Now I suggest this CD to anybody, and it is getting a little hard to find. You can still find some used copies on the internet, and you can find this at Amazon.com. This music is awesome. You know, CBS News told us that Elvis Presley is the one who recorded these songs on this CD. And even though the people at the record company that put this out told us Doug Church was the one performing this music, science did prove that it was Elvis and that Elvis is alive. You know, why do we need the scientific proof and the evidence? Why do we rely so much on this to show us that this is Elvis on this music? You know, I believe the proof lies in the music itself. I believe that most people, when they listen to these songs, they can tell that yes, this really is Elvis Presley. And I believe that this is where the real evidence lies that Elvis is alive today. So I think people need to stop worrying so much on the proof and scientific evidence and just rely more on the music and enjoy this. This is one of the main reasons that he recorded it for us, was so that we could have it and rock out and be happy.